says it's time for the wrap to get removed. And as much as I love the satin black and how sinister this car looks driving down the road, it's just time for it to go back to its original color. Now, typically this would only take a few hours out in the sun, but because this wrap was done very well, it's kind of going to suck for me because the front and rear bumper need to be removed, the headlights need to come out, I think the antenna needs to come off, and the mirrors need to come off as well. So I'm going to take my time and do this correctly, and I'm going to do it in my garage and pull the car apart nice and slow to make sure nothing's messed up. Hope you guys enjoy watching this video and my process of taking the whole car apart and getting it back to its original color, which is blaze metallic orange. Alright, so here we are on day number 2. I thought I was going to finish this all in one day, but it looks like I do have to remove the front and rear bumper along with the mirrors, and I might have to take down the headliner to pull off the antenna. I knew this might have happened. I was kind of prepared for it. I didn't want to have to do it, but they actually did a really good job on this wrap, which is bad for me because it just means I have to do a lot more work to remove it. So the front bumper needs to be removed, disassembled, pull the grills out, do all that craziness. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing in this part of the video. I'm going to be removing the interior door panels, and to take the mirrors off, I'm also going to be removing, maybe not completely removing the rear bumper, but lightly removing it so I can pull all those pieces out. And to kind of show you what I'm talking about, you can see how the wrap is still kind of tucked away there. And I know what you're thinking, I could probably just peel it out, but I can't. So I'm gonna have to at least move the headlight over a little bit. I probably don't have to pull it completely out, but I need to at least move it so I can peel the rest of that out. And they also look like they removed the lower bumper, I guess, to get the wrap nice and tucked underneath there. So you just kind of pull down the headliner like this. You unclip that right there, or disconnect it, and then undo that bolt. You're pretty much good to go. So I got my stand for where the bumper's gonna go, pulling the bumper off. In just a second, I gotta open the garage door because there's not enough room here. So I have some tape here just to protect it, tape around some of these parts where the bolts go in. Just holding the tape on here right now. If not, it will kind of slide out. Kind of just checking, making sure there's no extra bolts anywhere. Everything's off. So I think I'm good to take it off now. There's gonna be some wiring, obviously, holding the tail lights and the license plate lights underneath. But besides for that, everything should be good to go. Now, it appears that they have some type of LED thing, and I don't know why they have this. The taillights are factory, so I don't know what exactly they did to the taillights. So anyway, I gotta unbolt the taillights. I'll show you how in a second. So I can peel this nice and clean so it doesn't leave all of that and get residue inside. So it's only a couple bolts, so I might flip the bumper over. All right, now that that's removed, you can see how they wrapped around completely. That's why the taillight had to come out, because they wrapped completely around to the other side. All right, I think I figured out what was up with the wiring. I'm pretty sure the blinker is supposed to be blinking in here, and they just made it so both taillights blink instead. So that explains it. So that's with the car facing forward. This is with the car backed in. So I'm going to move the lift over to the new location to line up. It's always good to measure your lifting point so you're not driving the car back and forth a million times. So you can see why I had to take off that lower part, because they wrapped underneath here though. So there's gonna be no way that I could have got to all of this or any of this, because this was behind that piece that's over there in the corner, that lower lip like splash shield thing. So I had to take all this off anyway. If not, I was gonna have bits and pieces sticking out, and that's just, well, it's not the right way of doing it. So I'm pretty sure they took all these off as well. So once I get the bumper off the car, I'll unscrew these and pull that out. I know people are gonna say that I went a little overboard on the tape. I'm gonna say no, you can't go overboard on the tape. I like to do these things if there's bolts or any type of metal, and I wrap that. So if it does hit, it's just tape rubbing up against tape. It's not metal rubbing up against tape. And it's something so quick and simple. You're only using a little bit of tape. It's gonna take you an extra, couple minutes to do it. But if you hit the fender, you have to respray the whole fender. So just do it the right way. Keep yourself safe, no headaches, tape everything up. Still debating if I'm gonna pull this out to rewrap it. Other like frosted chrome like that except for the door handles and the rear bumper, which we've left. The rear bumper has a piece that kind of looks like this, but we decided to leave it black because it's in the black diffuser area, as you can see. But I don't know about this. All the glue is cleaned off for the most part. So now I'm gonna take the car outside. I'm gonna wash it with some dishwashing soap. And I know that's something that everyone would probably cringe normally because it does strip your wax, but I'm re-waxing the car right now, so it's not a big deal. Plus, I wanna get rid of all the residue that the adhesive remover kind of adds to it when you're using it. It puts this residue very oily. You don't wanna leave it on the car, in other words. Now there's still some other areas on the car that I need to address, like in these cracks, and then of course in the doors here. If you open up the door, you can see what I'm talking about. There is a lot of glue, which you can see right here. And if you don't clean it off, it's gonna get really filthy. It's gonna get really challenging to pull all of that glue off. use the dishwashing soap to get rid of everything. Then I'm gonna bring the car back inside. I'm gonna clay bar it, and then I'm gonna wax it.
So here you can see it right here in the paint. See how bad all the glue is here. And then just after a little bit of clay bar, you can see how it's all gone now. A little bit of swirls, but we're gonna get rid of that. Do it when we do the detail. Now, this has been clay barred. This has not yet. And just hear what the difference sounds like. So it's so much smoother like it should be versus this is very tacky.